Lesson 11-6, Surface Areas and Volumes of Spheres. The objective is to find the surface area and volume of a sphere. Let's look at some vocabulary. A sphere is the set of all points in space equidistant from a given point called the center. And the radius is a segment that has an endpoint at the center and the other endpoint on the sphere. The diameter, right over here, is a segment passing through the center with the endpoints on the sphere. Now looking at the picture below, the cross-section of a sphere is a circle. And if the center of the circle, over here, is also the center of the sphere, then it's called a great circle. And the circumference of the great circle is also the circumference of the sphere. The surface area of a sphere is 4 times the product of pi and the square of the radius of the sphere. So if we notice here in the formula, we have pi r squared times 4. And we remember from past lessons that pi r squared is to find the area of a circle. So why are we multiplying this by 4 to get the surface area of a sphere? Let's take a look at a baseball, which is also a sphere. If we open it up to see the net, what we see is 4 circles. So if we find the area of these 4 circles, then that will give us the surface area of the sphere. All right, let's try it. What is the surface area of a sphere in terms of pi? Well, we know the formula. Surface area is equal to 4 times pi r squared. Well, let's substitute the values. So 4 times pi, and we know that if the diameter is 10, the radius is half of that, so 5 squared. So that would be 4 pi, 5 squared is 25. 25 times 4 is 100, leave in terms of pi, so our answer would be the surface area is 100 pi square meters. A different problem. Earth's equator is about 24,902 miles long. What is the approximate surface area of the Earth, round to the nearest 1,000 square miles? Well, we need to solve for radius. For this, what we'll do is we'll use the formula for circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r, and then we can substitute our values. So we know that the circumference, which is the Earth's equator, is about 24,902 miles, and that is equal to 2 pi r. Again, we are solving for the radius here. So let's divide both sides of our equation by 2 pi, and r would give us approximately 3,963. Now that we have our radius, we can solve for our surface area. So surface area is equal to 4 times pi times the radius, 3,963 squared. So we can round to the nearest 1,000. In our calculators, we do 4 times pi times the square of 3,963, and we would get approximately 197,387,017. And we want this rounded to the nearest 1,000 square miles, so that would be 197,387,000 square miles.